Welcome to the Coaching Journey series. This is Coach Mal, and today my special guest is Adrian Mok, all the way from Singapore. Welcome, Adrian.
Hi, Mal. Always good to see you.
Yes, definitely, man. It's been a while. I think I last saw you in a training we did on coaching and AI. So that was a couple of months ago. How has it
That's
been
right.
since?
It's been good. Yeah. Journey is always good.
Definitely, definitely. It's all about the journey. Well, Adrian, you have recently achieved your ACC, so congratulations. Yay.
Thank you. Thank you.
But before we go there, right, I'm just going to ask you about, yourself. Tell us about, the life before a coach.
So I had been an entrepreneur for like 15 over years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a, I call it an accidental journey. So,
Okay.
I was basically doing my what my passion is, my
Yeah.
hobby is. I'm very much into sports, triathlon, and then just one fine day decided, hey, why not bring the Ironman experience to Singapore? So that was
Okay.
it's just a
Wow.
pure ambition, and then you say, okay, how do we do that? Okay, maybe we need to start a company, and then
I see.
things fell in place. We started a company. I'll say ignorance is a bliss at that young age.
Okay.
Just kind of like go with that raw ambition and say, hey, yeah, let's
Yes.
do this, let's do that, and very fearless, and yeah, so it's been a long journey, but it was also a very hard journey. It's
Mm.
a journey where I eventually got very burned out. The
Mm.
business also suffered, and we had some other issues, and
Okay.
what was also very hard to let go. At the point that
Mm.
when I wanted to give up the company, it was a very
Mm.
painful decision.
Mm.
Yeah, with the heavy heart, eventually I I let go of the company,
Yeah.
and kind of glad that I did that because COVID hit just
I
before
see.
that decision, right?
I see.
And it was timely. I don't think the business would have survived. I would have
Okay.
more stress, and because of the decision to let go, eventually I cut down a number of things, forego some of the contract, did not renew some of the agreements with clients and things like that. So I wasn't burdened with a lot of things.
Mm.
So it was a very easy entering into COVID. In fact, entering to COVID was the stage. Wow, what do I do next?
Mm.
Yeah.
I see.
For some reason, I think coaching has always been like the thing that I would like to pursue.
Yeah.
It's at the back of the mind, didn't really think about it. So COVID was just a period like, okay, what are options?
Yeah.
And it was self-learning. It was just actually a period of me being curious, being open, and then
Yeah.
saying, okay, what can I learn? What would interest me? What could I be good at? And
Mm.
things like that. And eventually, yeah, I'm so glad that I transit into whatever I'm doing now. Yeah.
Yeah. Well done. Well done. There's a lot of things that you're saying. It's like this flow that you're going on, right? And then there is different things that you're taking from it. The highs and the lows, and you talked about passion. I kind of sense the passion when you're talking about it. It's like a blessing in disguise with COVID coming, and
Mm.
you found that path into coaching. I'm blessed to kind of have that bridge cross and get to meet you as well and get you to become obviously a wonderful Catalyst coach yourself. So tell me about the journey at Catalyst.
Um, wow. I think that whole journey where we started and then learning to be a coach, I didn't expect it to be not so easy. Let's just put it this way.
Okay.
Yeah,
coming
yeah. It
coming from
was
a performance basis. Okay, I'll let you go. Continue.
yeah, because like we are so the mind and we are so wired in
Yeah.
what we think is right.
Okay.
And then it's the process of letting go,
Nice.
rewiring,
Yeah.
relearning,
Yeah.
and even accepting some things that yeah, so there's just so much of the stuff, and this is all internal, right? This is all like in your head and whatnot.
Yeah.
um and hard not because of like data science
Yeah.
facts
Yeah.
stuff that's just it's very analytical, but
Yeah.
really I think it's a right brain thing that
Yeah.
I think we maybe the years of plus the fact that I run a business, right? You're so hard coded in your own
Mm.
behavior, your own thinking, beliefs, in fact,
Yeah. Yeah.
that things has to be done in a certain way, and then you're relearning that. Oh, maybe I've been wrong all this while. Maybe there's a better way.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So when you allow that right brain to be more
Mm.
emotional, more feeling and even vulnerable, right? So
Yeah.
so that was the point that I
Yeah.
think the real learning begins.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe that well, for me was the hard part.
Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for saying all of that. And if that was hard, then you after that when you graduated, you also pursued your ACC. So tell us
Mm.
about that journey getting there.
Well, and in fact, the ACC, I'm, I don't know, I don't know if I'm on a typical path as other coaches where
Yeah.
maybe like the eventuality is like ACC is very clear for them, right? And then
Yeah.
some even set timeline that, oh, like in six
Yes.
months after I graduate, I will go for this, I'll take the exam and
Yeah.
whatnot. Maybe it's just me, like it's the flow that you say that
Yeah.
for me, I feel things, so I never put that as an outright goal. I gotta do
Mm.
this, I gotta do that. Because in fact, there was actually the period of question mark, no? And after that, because you do a lot of pro bono coaching,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then I started also real coaching, and it was not so easy, Then there was a question that, wow, am I really cut out for this, And that even in that itself, there's a period of discovery and learning.
Mm.
I guess there comes a time, and a good friend as well, Kim, who
Yes.
who inspired me that she took the ACC, and then
Yeah.
so it nudges me to like, okay, yeah, let's do it, and then finally set a time goal to complete that process. Yeah.
Well, while you're telling me all this, Adrian, I believe you, by the way. And then, I know the fact that you're going for your 13th Ironman. And I'm thinking, you're talking about how hard this is. I'm also thinking, is like, oh my gosh, what's going through your mind, when you're in that moment of flow, whether you're running or you're swimming or you're cycling, and when you hit the wall, but you've got to push through that wall, right? And go to the other side. Tell me how that is happening inside of you. We all like to know.
Sure. There's a huge part of the whole mind body connection.
Yeah.
And I think at early age, right, I'm a very perhaps more analytical person. So
Okay.
definitely it's a science and everything.
Yes.
I'm actually a self-learned athlete. I don't know, like everything I read, I figure it out. I'm curious and I experiment. So I, tested with equipment, nutrition,
Mm,
everything.
mm,
So it's just kind of like tinkering to make sure that, okay, the science will work for me and
yeah.
the science will make me feel better. Yeah. So, of course, to a large degree, it will, if you do all the right things,
Yeah.
feed yourself at the right moment. Physiologically, you will stay in a state that you can sustain and complete the race.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're right. There's definitely the hard moments that make you question lives and everything else.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that's also the part, the discovery where you figure it out and you develop mindsets. Yeah. I'm blessed or glad that I think even at the young age I have this growth mindset.
Mm,
I never take no to a challenge and give up. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I would just figure it out and say, hey, I think I can beat this, and I'll figure it out. Yeah, so that's has been like me since young.
Mm,
So I think that's like the same attitude that
got
I
it.
just yeah figure it out and beat myself up.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I think we all have levels of beating ourselves up, but not as intense as what you have gone through. Now, if you translate that to the clients that you work with, right? You're a consultant, performance mindset coach, and you're also a trainer. Thinking about the stresses they go through, right? When you meet them, how would you connect the dots with them so that they can also feel like, yeah, when I go through my tough days, I can be able to push through, as you say, right? Through that pain barrier, and become, successful on the other side.
Mm. Maybe one of the mindset that I adopt,
Mm,
um, and I think it's very applicable to coaching, is actually really that shift in your perspective.
mm,
Maybe I give an example,
sure.
like, if 25Ks into a run and the heat is just scorching and you are like reduced to nothing left in the tank,
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
think, oh my goodness, that's like
What am I doing
17
here?
kilometers to go, right? Yeah, what
Yes.
am I doing here? Yeah. So moment like this, it can really reduce you to not wanting to carry on
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah,
And there is this thing that I apply, which is actually to visualize why I came here for
yeah,
and what the end looked like.
yeah.
So I'll often ask why. And my wife would always remind me, you signed up for this. So I was
Got
like,
it.
oh, yes. Yeah. Like I truly want to pursue this, isn't it? Right? Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why I'm here, right?
Yeah.
And I'll visualize myself crossing that finish line. Yeah. Just this simple flitting moment of thoughts, right?
Mm,
And you would suddenly feel like, you know what, I can do this. Like it's just putting one foot in front of the others. It's really just hydrating yourself and just getting your energy in, and then yeah, like things will feel better. Like you just take the next step, just move, right?
yeah,
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 and then you
yeah.
power yourself on. Yeah. So a lot of times this simple shift in just that perspective, right, it just changes everything. So if you put that into coaching, actually, this is exactly what it is, right?
Yeah,
You're stuck,
yeah,
see your way out.
yeah,
Yeah, you're hating yourself for that moment. And yeah, yeah, what if this is something that you didn't look at from a
yeah,
different way?
yeah,
It's at a different angle. And yeah. Well, the part about us as coaches is to where do we find that key to unlock that door, right? So that probably be the closest analogy that I can
Thank you.
bring.
Thank you. I'm curious, what would be your advice for people who are thinking about getting into coaching, right? But they're still perhaps sitting on the fence, whether I should not. Maybe you want to share from your experience, right? The benefits that you've gotten from your journey, becoming a coach, becoming ACC, of course, and your journey continues, of course, right? So, what
Mm.
would you say to someone like that?
Um, yeah, I will say if the goal that you put yourself in to say that I want to go coaching is because I want to then maybe make a career of it, then there's a very clear outcome that you want.
That's true.
But I think the beauty of going to coaching is actually learning yourself. It's just discovering that depth that you have in you that
Wow.
you never knew that is even there. And I would even say that for anyone, you can't go wrong with that option. Though. You cannot do worse by just learning more about yourself.
That's so
Yeah.
true.
So if it's worth anything, and if you do not put that outcome to be, I want to be a successful coach, I want to make money out of coaching, and just remove that for a while and say that, hey, if I embark on this journey,
Mm,
and if I learn to be more aware of self, the better version of myself, I'll be a better leader. I'll be better in my work, be better in life. Yeah. So for that, I think it's worth that journey.
beautiful, beautiful. I am so excited for you for a few reasons, of course. On one side, I know you're heading to that mark in your life, in age, and you want to also achieve this, your 13th Ironman. So, congratulations first.
Thank
Even
you.
before you take the race, I already say congratulations because I'm sure you have already visualized it, right? And I sincerely wish you the best ahead, Adrian. You know, it's a pleasure speaking with you today. Perhaps I'm just going to ask you if you've got any last words for people listening in today on the coaching journey. What would be your nugget that you want to leave behind?
Maybe I'll bring back to the point that how I started my journey, which is that
Sure.
fearless ignorance sometimes. Yeah, just taking that leap of faith sometimes if you're not sure,
Yeah.
because it's very often that bold move that, bring us to the age of being uncomfortable,
Wow.
then you truly discover, right? Yeah. So that's probably what I'll say.
You certainly challenged me to get to my itch as well, Adrian. Sincerely, every time I talk to you, it's a new perspective I'm getting. So thank you. Yeah,
Thanks, Mel.
thank you for being on this the coach's journey today with Adrian. Catch you on
Thank
the next
you.
one.
Bye bye.